What's up, everybody? Welcome back to some more Planet Coaster in 31 Days of Planco, and this is going to be an official filler video because it is pretty much after midnight right now. I've had a very long day. I've worked open to close. I don't know. I don't know what to do for a video, so I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna make something, and I dug deep for this one here. What you guys are seeing, this is deep in the history of Planet Coaster. This is from the alpha and beta version of the game right here. I still have this saved all the way from back then. This was from before we could put like scenery and stuff like on actual rides, you know, before there was any kind of disable scenery collision. When you couldn't actually like put the track near the ground because it would start digging into the ground. Lots of things not recolorable. You couldn't change up your entrance. So this is like one of the original Planet Coaster entrances right here. Like I said, I'm digging deep for this one, but I wanted to do a Planet Coaster video for you guys tonight, and I'm really tired, and I don't have much to build, and I don't have a whole lot to show off. But I thought we would go kind of back in time a little bit. And this is, like I said, this is from the beta and alpha version of Planet Coaster. You can see this coaster right here. This the single rail coaster is actually one of the coasters that Frontier built. So I just kind of plopped it down to just kind of give there. But way back in here, though, this is when I was playing around with paths and playing around with scenery and stuff, and when I was just kind of getting used to the game. I wasn't sure what I was doing with it. At the time, I was watching lots of the bigger creators. I was watching their videos, people like Silverette and stuff like that, and learning how to play the game. I was trying to match what they were doing and figure out how the game works and stuff, and how to put pieces together. And I think I did a pretty good job. I think our time needs a change right here, though. So let's see if we can get this up a little bit. Let's go to 2 p.m. Maybe. Set lighting. No, that's not gonna work for us. 10 a.m. Okay, well, we're just in the shadows of everything. Okay, so this is about the best we're gonna get. So, like I said, though, this was before you could actually do a whole lot with the game. Scenery collision and stuff, it was still a thing, and you couldn't put hardly anything near anything without it causing problems. So I had this coaster right here I call Hangman, and the thing with this coaster is I always intended to redo this coaster. In fact, Silverwood was supposed to feature this coaster, and it didn't, as you guys can tell if you've kept update with Silverwood. It never actually happened. I never kept any of that in there. This was my first attempt at making a custom station, using these tables, these floor pieces here. I guess they were balconies to do the roof. And then I was using these signs right here to make the actual walls. And then just trying to make it a little decrepit and stuff. And you know what? I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, you know what? Those aren't actually bad walls. That would actually totally make some walls right there. It totally could. Maybe I might have to go back and reuse this trick. I'm so tired. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go to bed like right after this video gets done rendering, and I will see you guys. I'm off tomorrow, but I've had a very long day. It's been a stressful day too. So, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you one of my very first coasters I ever made. I think the first coaster I ever actually made in the game was during alpha, and we didn't have a whole lot of choices as far as what coaster types we had. And we would use, like, I did a Giga coaster. That was my very first coaster I played around with it. And it came out quite nice. I don't actually have that coaster anymore, but I have this. So, but this is my station. So I'm going to kind of go in here a little bit as best it is. And then it's an inverted. And I called it Hangman. And I like the idea of, I did kind of a Banshee thing where the loop goes over top of the things. And these were supposed to be, like, I used these planks here, these driftwood pieces, to make my own support structures going up through here, which were supposed to be the Hangman's, I don't know what you call them. It's too late at night, and I have no idea. So feel free to downvote this video, guys. I know it's not the best video in the world, but I mean, hey, it's kind of nostalgic, isn't it? Going back and looking at some things, how far we've come in the game, how many changes they made in the game, and things we can do now that we weren't able to do before. And like I said, this was one of my very first creations, and for one of my very first creations, it looks pretty good. Oh, no, still got that camera bug though. Alright, and back down here. Alright, so yeah, minus the supports and stuff coming off here, which I could probably take some, like, I never thought about this at the time when I was making this, but I could probably totally take some rocks and put it to cover that up. Maybe use some there. I actually think I also used waterfalls here for the first time as well. Yeah, I did my first custom waterfalls here too. Going down in here. Oh, these are awful. Oh God. Yeah, I can make much better waterfalls than that now. That was my first attempt at making waterfalls in the game. Oh my God, they're even going backwards. It does. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Yeah. So basically, these were. I kind of made my own support structures. I had the loop going over top of the lift heel, and for an invert that actually looks pretty good. I think this is a custom-made water tower. Yeah, it is. I actually got this off the workshop. I didn't actually make this. This is something I found in a workshop way back in the alpha and beta days. So I wonder if this is still in the workshop to this day. You know, I bet it is. It's actually quite a nice little water tower. Don't remember who did it. Can't really tell you at this point because the beta version of the workshop is closed down. But the coaster itself, I actually thought it came out very well. Would you guys like to ride it? Yeah, I thought you would. All right, we're going to ride it. Let's go ahead and jump on it here. Can I test it? Yeah, I can. All right, there we go. Alright, well, the first of it, we are going to drop out of the station. And I don't like our position here. Can I change this position? Yeah, I can. This is fine. Let's go to seat 2. Yeah, this will work. Kind of in the middle. Oops. There we go. Alright. Control Shift and G, turn off the HUD. And kind of check this out. Got some cacti and a desert rotten tree kind of there. Decrepit tree. I'm going to drop down, and yes, this first drop is not great. And I always thought, you know, like, in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, it always sucked because we didn't have the freedom to build what we wanted. We were always stuck to this grid, right? And then Planet Coaster comes out, and we're no longer stuck to the grid. We can create anything we actually want. But the problem was trying to figure out what it was that we wanted to do. Like, now that we actually have all these tools and stuff to our advantage, and we can do anything, it just become a question of how creative can you be? What can you make with it? How do we... I don't know what I want to do at this point. So that's kind of one of the main reasons this coaster came to be. I had to play around with it, make it work. So... Anywho, I thought this came out pretty well for, what has it been, 4 years ago now? Since we've gotten Planet Coaster? Wow, that's so long ago. So long ago, guys. Yeah, I always intended to kind of make this into its own park, but then we ended up, you know, like, they kept changing the game and adding more stuff to it, and, I mean, when you look at this compared to the things I make now. Look at this compared to Silverwood. Look at this compared to Crystal Gardens. I mean, this is where it all started. Right here, you know? Right here. In this tiny little beginner park for a noob to come as far as I have after all these years. And I know some of you guys out there are probably thinking, wow, you're calling yourself a noob after creating this. This is amazing. And you know, some of you may be saying that. And you know, I just want to say, don't be too hard on yourselves, guys. You can also do quite amazing things. This is nothing. I mean, Set your mind to it, and you can do whatever you want in this game. You just have to open your mind, open your imagination, and you can build anything you imagine if you really, really want to, and you want to put the time into it. So don't give up. Anything that looks like it's a mess, you know, keep working on it. Maybe it'll start looking better. That's what I've always said. I've created many of things. It's just like, you know, I just don't know. I don't know how this is going to come out. But I keep working on it and working on it and working on it, and eventually I turn trash into treasure. And then other times, I literally just, once I'm done with it, just like, no, I hate it. I hate it abysmally, and will just delete it. So, all right. Well, like I said, filler video. I did do something for you guys tonight, and I thought it might be kind of cool just to take a trip back in time. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little look back at the beginning of Shadow Phoenix, way back in the day. I used to be called Shadow Wraith back in the day when I first did this. So many things have changed. We went from Shadow Wraith to Shadow Phoenix to Phoenix Studios, and yeah. But anywho, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for all your awesome views and thumbs up and comments and stuff that you guys have been leaving me, especially here lately. Very much appreciate it. Glad to know that there are still people out there who love Planet Coaster still and still enjoy this, and that Planet Zoo hasn't completely taken over the community as we used to know it. So, oh, that was a pretty shot. All right. Anyway, I am out. Wherever you guys are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Thanks for watching. I'll see you with a even cooler video next time.